Hey everyone, this is my first YouTube video, and it's gonna be about WWE Raw, and hopefully I do this every week, and hopefully I also do it about SmackDown. I think I won't quite do it as often as I might do it for Raw, but yeah, let's just get started. By the way, just please go easy on me if you decide to write any comments, any whatever you're gonna do. I'm pretty sure the videos are not gonna get that much views anyways, cause it's a video. It's my first videos. Nobody subscribed to me. Nobody anything. So yeah, just a little intro there for you, and just bear with me, okay? So for the first thing that happened on Raw, it was John Cena. He came out really happy, like always, and he basically was like, "Yo, everybody, like Happy New Year," and have some resolutions, and wanted to like ban my dad out of television, which is WWE television, and beat The Rock at WrestleMania, and he also addressed the fact about the boos, and he told everyone that if they want to boo him, they could boo him because he basically doesn't mind because he says that everyone that goes there to WWE events, they pay good money to go see them, and they could do whatever they want. So then after that, he keeps on talking, blah blah blah, does his normal stuff. Kane's voice comes out, you could hear, and he says that he's gonna do something to Cena. He's gonna sort of prove him and show him that it's okay to basically embrace the booze. Now, by the way, I'm not gonna do everything they do that they talk about because I probably will run out of time because that usually always happens to me. Because I tried this video like 15 times. Anyway, sorry to interrupt that. The next thing was Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes, and this match was, I think it was a quick match. It wasn't an oh my god match. I did think it was gonna be better, and I did think Cody Rhodes was gonna win, but Daniel Bryan won, and yeah, that's basically it. He was counter a Cody Rhodes move, and he turned it into a roll up, and he won, and then he started going around the ring, actually in like around the ring, yeah, around the ring, and started doing his typical I'm World Heavyweight Champion, and got like in the face of Michael Cole, and just bragging and stuff like that. So then, the next thing that came up that was actually relevant, it was I think it was Wade Barrett versus Santino. Wade Barrett he came up and he started talking about how he injured Randy Orton, how he's a beast, and how he's gonna win Royal Rumble. And out of nowhere comes Santino, and then like the crowd, I think they pretty got crazy. I mean, everybody likes Santino. And then Santino said that did he remember that like the runner up, basically from last year's Royal Rumble, it was him, and that he basically used to should watch out for that. And so the match, starts, and yeah, basically, Wade Barrett wins with the winds of change, and it was pretty quick, I gotta tell you. And then they have an interesting segment, which was the backstage with the Miz with the Bella Twins, and then they had the Miz asked the Bella Twins if they had seen R-Truth, and then they said no, but they had seen Little Jimmy, and then like the Miz leaves, and then now R-Truth comes out, and then he goes to the camera and goes like shh, I thought it was interesting again. For the next match was Sheamus versus the Miz. That they actually had made that match before. So basically it was them. And then before the match even starts, the Miz attacks Sheamus, and then he just beats up Sheamus a little bit, and then Sheamus turns into like a freaking beast and just puts the Miz in the rope, and then he starts hitting him like in the chest, like some move I don't know what it's called. I wish I knew the name, but he just starts hitting him like freaking 20 times, and then basically while the Miz is like outside in the ring, you hear the R-Truth's voice, and then he's talking and saying that little Jimmy doesn't like the Miz, and the little Jimmy says that the Miz is gonna get got. And then basically the Miz, he tries to run, and then when he turns around, boom, he gets a bro kick from Sheamus. And then just R-Truth comes down from the seats, because he was over there in the stands, and whatever you want to call it, universe, I don't know. He was over there in the stands, and he comes down, he has a water bottle, hits the Miz again with the water bottle. Apparently, a water bottle is really, really a big weapon in WWE. So then you have a crappy segment of Zack Ryder, Eve and Jack Swagger, and then they just do some joke that's not even funny. Um, by the way, Zack Ryder's a bad actor, but I do like his YouTube show. So how and then John Laurinaitis comes in. He's gonna make a main event, and it's a tag team match. It's gonna be the Big Show, John Cena, Zack Ryder versus uh, uh, Mark Henry, Kane, and Jack Swagger, of course. And I thought it was interesting because Kane got injured, in the first place because Mark Henry injured him, but now like they're working together, and I thought it was an interesting thing. So next up was CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler. It was for the championship, the main event. This was around 10 o'clock, and I thought it was interesting. I don't know, like the reason why this is not the main event, because since the Raw ratings have been down, and obviously the rating masters there is John Cena. That's why they schedule him for like the ending, because they do want to have good ratings like at the end of the show. So they start with a match, and CM Punk comes first. Actually, I don't know why the champion usually comes out last. And then Dolph Ziggler comes out, and then Dolph Ziggler and CM Punk get on it, and then they start doing some mat work. They start on the floor, and then they doing some good grappling, blah blah blah, you know. And then they do have some good moves and stuff. Like Ziggler did hit Punk, like he basically threw him in the ropes. I believe it was the ropes or the turnbuckle, and Punk's face, like, it looked like it got hurt like real bad. And then they go to commercial, and then by the way, throughout the whole night they've been putting like a lot of freaking like the Mystery Man, the cryptid videos, like little like 5 second videos, I guess. Just saying like he's gonna be here, or he's here, and stuff like that, just so you guys can know. So basically, the turnbuckle, the pad, it ends up falling to the ring, and I don't know. I think CM Punk untied it, and the referee actually saw it, because you could see he saw it. He's ignored it. So I was like, okay, this has to play out some way. And then like as the match continues, like a little bit on, like John Laurinaitis comes down, and then he starts talking to the referee about the pad, and they start putting it back on, and then CM Punk goes to Ziggler, and he puts him in the unaccount device, I believe, and Ziggler taps out, but the referee didn't see it. So then after that, like Ziggler ended up throwing Punk like over the ropes, but he didn't just go over the ropes because John Laurinaitis pulled the ropes down, which helped a little momentum for Punk to fall. And then Punk ended up getting counted out, which I thought it was like a weak ending, but that tells me rather that the storyline wasn't over, and indeed I'll tell you later on. So Ziggler basically just gets the title, and he didn't win it. He won the match, but he didn't win the title, and he just gets the title and runs a little bit around, and goes to the stands, and CM Punk just tried to chase him, but he didn't even try that much. He just there. And then the next important thing, well, not really. I mean, the Bella Twins faced Kelly and Eve, and you know, the Bella Twins win. They won with a roll up, typical Divas match. I don't know if you guys want me to talk about this, but I certainly don't. So basically, CM Punk just goes into Laurinaitis' room, and then he goes in there and he's like, "Hey, you, like, you keep on costing me things," and then Laurinaitis says he shouldn't be worried about him, because he should be worried about Dolph Ziggler, because he's gonna get another shot at CM Punk's title at the Royal Rumble, and Laurinaitis is gonna be the special guest referee, and then CM Punk says that he better not screw him out of the championship, because if he does, Punk, it will go to jail for animal cruelty. Cruelty. Oh my god, I can't even say it. And then Punk says, and I quote, "Because I'll beat you like a bitch," and that's obviously in the reference, because a bitch literally means a female dog. And then he just basically leaves out of the room. And I was like, whoa, like, I thought it was pretty cool. This doesn't mean the PG era is going to come back. This just means that basically, just the older fans that used to be in WWE, they just to give them a little flavor that they haven't forgotten about them. And the next thing is Chris Jericho. Well, he was in Mystery Man. The cameras, the camera ended up shaking, and then they cut off the lights, and then Chris Jericho, they put him, like, they have this suit on, and then like they show him there, but the lights are off, and then the suit is like with lights, and it's like it's lighting up, and then when he does his gesture that he does, you basically tell us Chris Jericho. So to basically summarize everything he does, he just runs around and like saying hi to everybody. It's like saying, "Yeah, come on, baby," like all that stuff he says, and I thought it was completely like shit. I thought it was shit, but hey, whatever. Still really. So then he actually pretended like he was gonna talk, but he didn't. And then as he was leaving, that he was like at the stage, like literally, uh, he they actually started booing him, and then he gave like this face, sort of like you're gonna boo me, then you'll see what I do, sort of like that. And he just left. He just left, and that right there tells me that he's not gonna be a baby face. He's gonna be a heel for sure. So for the main event, it was Big Show, Zack Ryder, John Cena, versus Jack Swagger, Mark Henry, and Kane. And then everybody came out. Kane music hit, and then David Otunga came out, and then eventually they said that Kane didn't want to participate. I was like, okay, and then it was a handicap. So then really it just starts off with Cena and Swagger hits him with a Swagger bomb, and then Cena attacks Big Show in, and then Swagger attacks Henry in, and then they both go outside the ring, and then they both get on the DQ because Big Show hit Mark Henry with a steel chair, and then it ended up being a 2-on-1 Zack Ryder and John Cena versus Jack Swagger. So then Swagger and Ryder, they're both there, wrestling and stuff, what they're supposed to do. And then Ryder hits Swagger with a broski boot, and then he goes for I think it's called what's this finisher called? Zack Ryder's finish. I have the Rough Rider. There you go, Rough Rider. He hits. He goes for the Rough Rider on Swagger, but Swagger counters, and he gets him into a submission move, the ankle lock, and then basically he doesn't tap out though, and then Cena ends up getting tagged, and then Cena ends up hitting the AA attitude adjustment to Jack Swagger, and he ends up winning. They both end up winning. And then Kane like music hits and he's power, and then John Cena goes like halfway around to go meet him there. But then Kane comes out of the ring and then like beats a little bit. He doesn't beat actually Zack Ryder. He goes to Cena and he put his hand like on Cena's face. I don't know what the hell he's doing, choking him, I guess. And then Cena's just there, and then he goes back to the ring. And then he drags Zack Ryder into the hole that he came from the ring. But then John Cena goes with his Superman status to make the save. And then he saves him, and then just basically they just end up being in the corner, and then from the hole like a big power of like fire comes out, and then like that's basically how the show ended. And I didn't think it was like a great show because it did disappoint me. I mean, I knew it was gonna be Chris Jericho because I read a lot of Insight News and a lot of stuff like that, but I just thought like, man, like at least he should have like just for that day like talked or say something. But I'm guessing next week he's gonna talk. So yeah, guys, whoever's watching this, just thank you for watching. I will, like I said, try to do this every week. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like anything. The only thing I am asking is if you want to comment, and if you want to send me an inbox, you could. You want to ask me a question, something I should talk about, perhaps, and whatever it is, a suggestion. I really appreciate it because it's my first video, and just any help I could get, I like it. So thank you guys, and just have a great day. Bye.